All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world today. Giving honor and praise to God for waking us up this morning in our right minds, able body, to go out here and do what we do on a daily basis. Good evening, everyone. It's Happy Wednesday. I am Tia Rogers, Life Growth Specialist. Take care of your health, save, invest, grow your startup business mentor. And welcome to Winning Life, Winning Business and love what you do, launch, launch, launching a successful home-based business series. The beginning of the week, we kind of took you on our journey of how we became winning life and winning business, right? How we got to the whole winning life, winning business, and love what you do theme, basically based off of the journey that we were on. Being a mom of two children, choosing the field of human services and serving in that area, being the caregiver of grandparents as well as my own parents, and experiencing loss of a child. Still and all in the same aspects of building a business that I knew nothing about, right? Didn't know what it really looked like. I had a vision, had some ideas, but not quite the vehicle that could kind of get the train moving, right? So I shared some of those opportunities that um, I have been honored and blessed with to be a part of. Um, and it's an honor to come to you this evening and share it with you all. However, to take you through each opportunity that is out there of what is really in the world of what we call the new work gig thing now, right? That's what we call it, the gig economy. Uh, that's what we call it, knowing that 16.5 million Americans are making additional income with the gig economy in a variety of ways. You just have to find what fits you, what aligns with your values, ideas, and your life goals that you want for the life that you wish to create for yourself, right? We talk about the importance of financial wellness because that's a key part. Uh, because business is going to cost you more than what you can pretty much budget for, and or what you think it is going to cost you. And there also are some avenues where it doesn't cost a thing, just your time, energy, and effort. Um, but it's a personal choice. It's a personal decision for each individual to make on their own as you are finding your way through life. And we in life we go through all different types of um, experiences, and a big part of my life experiences have always been basically just advising others or sharing my experience with others and letting them know some of the things that I did along my journey to help enhance my journey, help increase my growth and development over the years and phases and stages of my life. And now we're here, which is a big, huge change. If anyone could ask me if I ever thought my life would be where it is right now, I probably would tell you no. Um, but to now that I have taken the steps and I'm here, I say it's a pretty good life. Um, I can't really complain. I have no reason to complain. As a matter of fact, I've learned to have an attitude of gratitude and go down my gratitude list every morning to ask to look, not only thank God for giving me life, but then thanking Him for everything else that He has given me and that I still have, right? Sheer blessing. Because we go through things, we go through life experiences. And when you're new, when you're new, getting into whether it's MLN, network marketing, establishing your own business, your own brand. It may be through your own arts and crafts. Maybe you sew, maybe you make things, maybe you bake, whatever your business is, because trust me, when you look up businesses, there's a variety of categories that it can fall under. You just have to find out where you fit in to the scheme of things. And Once you do make that decision as to where you're going to begin rebuilding your life, and whether it's to supplement your income, whether it's to create an income because you're not able to work at this time for whatever reason, whatever the reason may be, and whatever it is that drives you to say, okay, I want to see a change in my life, and I know it's going to have to be me that's going to make the change. This is where I'm at. These are my options and my choices, and I'm choosing this. Once you make the decision to make the choice, we all know you got to learn, right? You learn first. As you're learning, you're implementing and you're putting things in. And while you're going through that process, you're going to be growing through that whole process and implementing things, and putting it together. A big part of, ensuring that your business gets off on the right foot is making sure that you are visible. Are you an open business? Do people know that you're in business? If you are being a secret business person, a lot of people won't know what you're doing. However, there are various ways that you can market and advertise your business. Marketing and advertising is always going to be a part of business. You can't escape it, can't get around it. So whether you like to learn it or not, it's something that you need to learn so that you can understand how your business operates, and how far your reach is, how many times are you really touching and connecting with individuals. That's a good way to track your progress. Now, when you're talking about lead generation, you want to kind of lead your prospective customers, prospective partners on a journey. And I believe we do that here, as last week we talked about the journey and how we began and how it all started from the personal page, actually being Dirty Red. Right, Dirty Red. It was a nickname given. I figured I'd get on social media around the time I was caring for my mom, who was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. So, and dealing with all of that, working, trying to figure out how to balance the care schedule amongst everybody, I found social media. I found Facebook, and started to look a little deeper. And as I was looking a little deeper into ways that I could earn money, but earn it from home so that I wouldn't have to leave the home, and go out and get to earn the money. There were really many opportunities. Not all of them fly, because all of them I didn't know how they quite fit to my life. How did they apply to me, and how can I take my experience and pass it on to others so that they can then kind of make it their own and make it become themselves. So it took a little doing, to really find what we call niche, or niches, because niches is where the digits are at. So there's definitely something about the niches. So once you pick your niche, ours is family, and family is very huge. It can be broken down in so many different ways. And that's why we love it, because it's challenging, as it's always ever evolving. Traditional family makeup does not no longer apply. Sorry. Does not no longer apply, as the definition of family has taken on different forms now. So in honor of families, in honor of building and rebuilding stronger, more sustainable families, where we can have more time with our families and still get the job done to create earnings so that we can live and take care of our basic needs as well as some of our wants. So A lot of good news coming through today. So praise God for all his blessings, because you never know what someone's going through. And today's a good day to praise. We got good news. So with that, we just want to kind of just give you, we only have an hour's time to kind of spend with you. So we don't have time to go into every piece of what it is that you will learn launching your successful home-based business. We are a mentorship program. So we pretty much will mentor you along your journey. Once you've made your decision, should you decide to join us as either as a customer and or a partner, and we believe so much in the power of self-sufficiency, our creator, what it means to know who you are, whose you are, and valuing your life so seriously that you know what it is that you want for your life. We're just going to be here to help you go along. So we encourage that you take part in both parts, not just being our customer, but to also hopefully eventually join and become our partners. Because together we can impact the world so much more better. Our reach can get longer. We can reach more people if we have more people joining in. And not only that, we can share in the resources together. We yesterday, if you guys were following us for our live, we talked about what our target was for the month, right? For the month, just for the month of earnings, just for the sake of launching business services. We talked about, hold on, I'm going through my stuff. I'm looking for my paper that I know that there's something. Anyway, we were talking about target markets, target audience. We were talking about revenue and profit margins that we like to reach. Okay, good. Yeah, I know if I just keep on going, I'll find I have a lot of different notes here. We talked about revenue and sales matrix, and that's where the marketing ads, as well as marketing content comes into play. It's more than just posting on your social media. It's posting with a cause, posting with a purpose, posting from your mission statement and vision for the life that you wish to live, and just simply sharing it with others. We talk about KPI, which is the key performance indicators, things that you do on a daily basis that's going to help move your business. And then we talked about, this is where the revenue came in at, because we got to gross revenue for the 30 days that you are in business. So you set a goal, pick a number, any number that you would like. What is the amount that you would like to reach every month to allocate for your living expenses and the things that you want, so that you never have to worry about paying bills again, right? Not that you're not going to worry about paying them, but it's not going to be a worry, because you're creating a cash flow system, so that you're not only just earning money, you're now earning the money, saving and investing the money, and allocating funds in areas where it can circulate and create a consistent cash flow, whether it's through residual income, whether it's through royalties, whether it's through stocks, bonds, liquid money, and we talk about assets and liabilities, and knowing how to balance it, your financial portfolio, so that you have a well balanced financial portfolio to help you not only in your life now, but for your life in the future, for now as well as in the future. And possibly beyond you for your children, your grandchildren, depending upon what phase you are in right now. But there's a series. So we talked about the limit being the gross revenue for every month being $6,000. And we were looking at how do we break that down to getting to the $6,000 coming in residual income every month. And there's a science to it. And it's definitely a numbers game. You got to talk to a lot of people to find out where they're at, and if they are a good qualified fit for what it is that you offer. Because everything that's offered isn't for everybody, and we understand that. Becoming a home-based business owner isn't for everybody, and we understand that as well. And we respect your wishes, whatever it may be. But if you're taking the time to listen to us, we appreciate you being here. I hope that we drop some gems on you, because this is about growing a better life as well as a better business. So anything that you're doing to better yourself, you may not be starting a business, but you might be wanting to become better with your finances. Maybe you taken the assessment test and you looked at where you are, and maybe all the boxes aren't checked. Maybe there's some boxes that's missing. Maybe there's something in the way that's holding you back. And we need to get that straightened out, removed, right? So that it can open up space, another vessel for you to grow, right, in your life. So, when you're starting a home-based business, yes, it can be done as an individual, but how much more faster can you accomplish a task if you had team members? Now, that means that everyone has they have the same belief in the vision and the mission, and that is to impact 1 million families, right? So if we're all working to impact the families, that means that we have to look within ourselves, see where our strengths lie, see where our weaknesses are, and benefit from some of the tools that are given to you to utilize until you become comfortable enough to where you can begin to develop the language that is more suiting to you, right? To begin to make it easier to talk to people, because when you get up and you go to work every day, you really don't have to you can talk to people, but you can really kind of go into a workplace, go to your workstation and be there all day and literally not talk to nobody at all. Same thing, maybe your boss or somebody might come through and give you some like some, not rules, but an assignment or something, or change what the activities are the day of, and you might socialize with some of your coworkers and go out for lunch. But for the most part, you can kind of go to work and do what you're doing. And in my line of work is human services. So guess what? We're dealing with humans all day. So we're talking to people, and we're also listening. We're listening to hear what's going on in their lives, so that we can kind of help put them in better places, refer them to the proper services, and or provide them the tools that they need to help get their life back on track. So a big, large part of my life was doing that. And so I'm always helping people in some kind of capacity. But one thing I've learned along the way, everybody's not your assignment, and everyone is not going to be a part of your journey. So once you grasp that part, you should be okay, because you are going to be able to excel even more. The better that you get to know and understand yourself, the better you develop the relationship with yourself and the creator that created you. It opens up vessels of waves that come in to help vibrate and raise your frequency, if that makes any sense, right? Because when we're going through things, our frequency vibration is usually low. We're kind of fixated on a situation, and there are circumstances that might be the roadblock to change our direction. And sometimes in life, you have to redirect yourself. You might have been wanting to go one way, but maybe that wasn't the path God had for you. So now he's redirecting your path into something else. So you might want to take the time to explore some things that you really enjoy doing. Are you really good at? And what's the sense of going to work if you're not happy? I don't know. I spent years in the field of human services and human services, and my whole thing is like, we come to work to have fun. We ain't coming here to, like, the issues we deal with on a daily basis is already serious. So we here to have some fun. So if you're down to have some fun, come on in and join our community. This is how you learn to love what it is to love what you do, because you are selecting something that aligns with your values, goals, ethics, morals, and principles for the life in which you live. And when you honor that and you are living, I don't want to say, I'm gonna put in quotations, righteous. I'm gonna say righteous, because when we live by the word, when you talk about being God-like, as a human, it's kind of hard to be God-like because we are human. We are flawed. If we don't have a good handle on our emotions, when things not going the way in which we like it to go, our emotions may take us on a trip that we don't really want to go on. And it's a fine dance. It's a thin line, to be able to acquire the skills to be able to go through a storm or go through a situation and actually kind of depict the realities out of it, and as well as being able to find, first of all, identify what the issue is, right? Then find some type of way to accept what's going on, that you're powerless over the situation that you have going on, as well as deciding what steps that you need to take to kind of move beyond that particular circumstance and or situation in your life. And it may take some time. It may take you to work through some things. But the greatest gift that you'll ever work on is you, because you're your greatest investment. You're the greatest business that you'll ever have, believe it or not. Your life, the words you speak, uh, the life that you portray and you live in every day, speaks volumes. And when you're talking about setting life target margins and comparing it to monetary earnings or monetary gifts, let's so to speak, monetary gifts, and you have it where you can actually build a team and work together. And quite frankly, your family is your first team. Now, is your family going to be down with everything that you do? Not all the time. My family wasn't. They kind of looked at me like kind of sideways, like, really, is this really going to work? But the proof is in the pudding, and sometimes depending upon what recipe you're putting together, it might require for some things the marinade. It might require for some things the soak for a certain period of time, and then you add it into the mix, right, of the recipe. So just keep I don't know why recipes and cooking and all that stuff kind of like tends to come through my mind, but it does. I'm trying my best to kind of explain to you the journey of how it's been with ups and downs, because there's some points where it was very difficult to get up and do the everyday mundane things that you don't really pay too much attention to, and you can kind of get bored with it because this is what you're doing every day. You may not be getting the leads that you're looking for. They always tell you don't buy into the likes and the hearts and all that stuff. Like, don't get too sold on all that. Whether somebody likes it or not like it, you can like your own stuff. Start by liking your own stuff, and then everybody else will tune in. And if they don't, oh well, that's their loss. But there's so many metrics that goes into one's success. There's not just one specific thing that you can say, oh, one thing may have worked in one aspect, but then you may have to change it at the next aspect. And in the aspect of trying to create $6,000 a month, if you're by yourself, how many people can you actually reach to show what it is that you have to offer and invite them to come in and join you? There's only 24 hours in a day. And if you're talking, say the number is 250,000 people, how do you set yourself up to win and not fail? Because failure is part of the game. So just know that you are going to fail. But while you're failing, you're learning and you're taking these lessons and they're going to be your building blocks. They're going to be your steps to help you build your confidence, your strength, your integrity, your loyalty to your vision, to your mission, to your brand, as you're building it. And all these things, is in the beginning, it sounds like a lot. But as with anything that's a lot, like any huge elephant, you want to break it down into small little chunks to be able to digest it properly and get things going. Now, you also have to keep in mind, what is your life vision? What is it that you're trying to accomplish in your life? What do you want to get out of this life that you're living? All of these are going to play important factors. This can be done while you're working your job. It takes dedication and commitment to the hours where you're not working your job. And if you're one that's, working 1, 2, or maybe 3 jobs, because some people can, I don't know how they do it, but they work it in, Lord Jesus. They're hustling out here and they're giving their time in exchange for money. What if we could take that time and invest it into ourselves and take a little bit of money and invest in ourselves for our growth and development to help us flourish more, right? It would definitely be a plus because now you'll be working towards buying your time back. How great is that? To be able to move on your own schedule, to operate on your own time, to be able to spend time with your family, be there for your loved ones if they get sick, or any type of life situation that could possibly go on. But you would be available. You would have that option to do it versus having to put in for time off, going through all the processes. Sometimes when things happen, you have a certain amount of time for leave that you can be out, and it shouldn't extend over, then sometimes it runs into problems. So we're just trying to help you to think about all different types of ways. We're not trying to say that home-based business is the win-all be-all. We're saying that it all kind of goes together. When you're making a nice pot of gumbo, you need all the ingredients to make it work. The job, the business, what other things that can help you create a revenue of resources, right? Because we want to generate some cash flow. Now, when it comes to investing, you want to remember investing is for the long term. So it's not something that you want to contribute into and then withdraw. You want to contribute and continue to contribute and give yourself a time frame in which to go back and look at it and see how everything is going. If you're meeting your numbers that you want to reach per quarter of every year towards the years that you're going to be out of the workforce, right? Because the important thing is to make sure that you have at least 6 months to a year's basic living finances available to you, cash flow, right? Cash on hand. You want to look at your assets and your liabilities. What type of assets do you have? What kind of liabilities do you have? Do you have more liabilities than you have assets? All that's going to determine your decision, your will and commitment, your will and dedication and commitment to reaching the goal that we set, right? $6,000. So if we want to make $6,000 every month, and we know through the products and services that we offer, and the mentorship that we can provide someone will at least generate $100 per person that we help. So how many people will we need to help to get to $6,000? Let me see. Here we go. I gotta use the calculator, y'all. Now I'll tell you, those of you that are much more faster in math. Okay. So, okay, hopefully I did this math right. If our goal is $6,000 within the next 30 days, that means either as an individual or as a team, we have to contact and we have to contact and impact 60 individuals' lives and let them and share with them the products and their services to help them to begin putting the steps together to change their life for themselves, right? It doesn't sound like a large number to hit, right? 60 people. Can you get 60 people to take a look at what it is that you offer? Can you have a conversation with 60 people to find out what are their pain points? What are they suffering from? That they possibly what is the issue and their circumstances, or maybe the problem that they're having that you might have a solution for. I'm sure that we can have these conversations. Now, there's many ways to do it. There's belly to belly. There's email. There is business media, where for you to post, go live, and share information. There's groups that you could be a part of like-minded individuals. There are, you could send out notifications, do advertisements, but all of that is dependent upon where you are in your budget, right? Is everything allocated for what you need to do in your budget? Marketing, advertisement. Are you going to do it yourself? Or are you going to have someone else do it for you? Here at Winning Life and Winning Business and Love What You Do, we encourage you to learn as much about your business, how it operates, how it moves. You want to work in your business as well as on your business in the beginning, because the more you know about your business, you'll be able to you'll be able to map out the time, how long it actually takes you to complete certain tasks. A couple hours of your day, bam, there it is. Your business is up and running, and you're doing what you need to do to contact the people that you need to contact. A couple hours, an hour, 45 minutes making phone calls, or just getting out and participating in your community, getting out to events, going out and talking to people and introducing yourself, maybe becoming a member of your chambers of commerce, which is a good way to begin building networking relationships. They will help you to meet those that can kind of help you expand in business, and you can possibly form very good long-term relationships. Start out as business relationships, but and can end up as lifelong friendship relationships. You never know. So there's all many different avenues, and that's in getting your lead magnets going. You can start your business with no email list, nobody, like nothing. It's just you. Don't worry about that. Everything will come together in time. So in order to reach our $60,000 goal, we need to talk to it. We need to at least get 60 people in front of our information to see what it is that we're doing. We need to let them know the benefits of what our services can offer them and how it can help them along their journey of building a stronger financial base, right? So if should they take you up on an offer, if everyone takes you up on the offer in that 30-day period, wonderful. So you've met everyone in a group. So that means each person in your team, if you have a team, right? If our goal was $6,000, that means we need to talk to 60 people a piece, and then each one earns the $6,000, right, from the profit shares of sales. And simply by helping one another, you can also earn an additional residual off of that. But you got to provide great customer service. You have to make sure that you treat your customers and those that decide to join you as humans, not just a number, because they are. Everybody lives life, and life be life, and we be living. So if we have a little empathy along the way, it makes it a little easier, because then we can not only lend a listening ear to hear what's going on and what might be the plot or the roadblock for you at the moment, but we also can be that bridge to help you kind of get over that roadblock, right? Because we don't want to stay stuck in our circumstances and in our situations, because there's a problem, there's a solution for every problem, right? Unless you're not looking for it, because everything can be worked out, definitely, without a doubt. Is it easy to contact the 60 people? So you reach out to, say you reached out to 1,000 people. Out of the 1,000 people, only 5 people actually connected with you and saw the benefits of what it is that you offer, and saw that it may be a fit for their life plans as well as their professional plans. So you just end up with 5. So you may not meet your target mark for your gross revenue for the first 30 days, but you got 5. So that's $500, right? Versus the 6,000. So what you do is you appreciate and honor those 5. You give them what they came for, and help them to move to the next level in their life. But it doesn't mean that you stop talking to individuals. It means that you still continue to talk to individuals. A lot of people that I talk to, when I tell them what I do, the first thing I always hear is, I don't have time for that. Oh, I'm so busy. I got so much I'm doing already. I don't have time for that. And I don't get upset. I just, if you say you don't have time for it, I believe you. Like, I mean, who am I to convince you to have time for anything? I don't live your life. I just know that in those quiet moments that we all have in life, there's moments where we sit down and we can actually look at the time that we spend doing things and see where there are some open spaces where we could have learned something new, maybe took on a new task, or implemented something new into our lives, right? Um, but it's a personal choice, because it's your time. You do what you want to do with it. Time is life to me, so my time is precious, and it's priceless, as well as who I spend it with. You know, it- every moment is precious, and I just can't move my mind away from that part. That every moment in time is precious. Every interaction that I have means something. Um, every conversation that I have means something. I know it's a moment in time in my life that may be present today, but will one day be a memory. So I cherish those moments as much as I can. Now, do you keep in touch with everyone that you know? Because there's a such thing as reaching out to your warm market and your cold market. You may hear this term. Your warm market is everyone that you know, family, friends, co-workers, everybody that surrounds you. Uh, for warning, just know that if you come off with what it is that you're doing new, and you're trying to share it with everybody, and you're trying to let them know how the composition plan works, or how they can actually earn income, or even maybe just the benefits of the product and their services. Being able to buy your power, getting your buying power back. Um, Being able to purchase that home and or that car that you want. Being able to take that trip with the family finally, um, to get out and do some things. All of that is a sequence, it's a process and how it goes. So if your family start ducking you or start saying, oh yeah, here she come with that business stuff. Yeah, that's what she do. You know what I mean? I would say just simply embrace it. Don't take it to heart. Um, just know that if they don't join you now, that some point down the line, as you continue going, if you don't give up, because I find that if you never give up, my thing is the devil can't catch you if you're busy, if you keep it moving. So I like to keep it moving because the devil's busy enough stirring up the pot and causing distractions. So I try to keep it moving. So if he's going to be busy, I want to be busy too. So we're busy together, and hopefully I'm doing things in a positive manner and not to hurt anyone. Um, there's so much information that we really don't have time to go into it all in 1 hour. But if you are to successfully launch your home-based business, whatever niche you decide or you choose for your life, for the adventure that you're going to go on, you want to allow the time that it's going to take to learn as you earn, growing your business. You are going to want to not only learn what you need to learn from the products, the services, how does their website operate, how does how do you go about composition, being compliant with the companies in which gives you the opportunity to partner with them. You want to make sure that you're in compliance. You want to make sure that you are doing everything to the T, um, before you kind of branch off into your own. It's because it's more of a safe haven because you're with the company. They're kind of guiding you. They're giving you the information that you need to help build your confidence and the skills to help you learn to do what it is that you need to do. Now, to become the top, you're going to have to invest in yourself. You're going to have to invest in yourself to learn from the best, right? And so you get the information that you need. And as you're working with your leader, your coach, mentor to work towards your goals, we gave the example of the $6,000 revenue, gross revenue that we wanted to make within the first 30 days. We know that we have to reach at least 60 people. And when I say reach, that means reach, connect, show them the information, and ask them, do they want to enroll? Right? So we said that all 60 may not enroll, only 5 may enroll. And what did we say? You focus on those 5. And then you work towards working up towards that 60. So that's why we work in 90-day increments, because each 30 days, if you have a $6,000 revenue, gross revenue desire of income earnings that you want to generate, you've got to map out that plan and how you're going to do it. And it's not going to look the same way every time. There's no cookie cutter way to tell you, because it's pretty much based off of what type of person you are. Are you an introvert, extrovert? Are you one that likes to talk to people? Do you feel comfortable speaking to people? And when you do speak to people, do you feel confident in what it is that you're doing? Do you know for sure? Are you a product of the product that you can speak strongly about what it is that you do, how you do it, and how it has impacted your life? That tends to be the most substantial way to really begin to start building your customer base, building your team. Because like-minded people want to be around like-minded people. Go-getters like to be around go-getters. And sometimes opposites do attract, and it's to help strengthen you, right? But sometimes opposites do attract, and when they do, they know they're opposites, but they find a way in which they can work together to still work towards the vision and goal. And if we're trying to impact 1,100,000,000 families, that's a lot of families to impact, right? So we each 30 days, we're becoming better. You're sharpening your tools. They say iron sharpens iron. So you might want to get with somebody, an accountability partner, to hold you to what it is that you're setting yourself out for. Accountability partners work for some people. Some people holding yourself accountable, answering to yourself, holding yourself accountable, going over, reviewing your list of goals and your vision for your life and how you plan to go about that. When you go through it and you ask yourself, am I meeting these objectives that I set for myself every day? How does it align to the goals of the vision of my life for the future, right? And in the process, while you're going through all this in the process, you're still going to be building and growing your business. You're still going to be working towards attraction marketing, getting the information out there, getting the word out there that you are now a home-based business owner and what it is that you do. But more importantly, who are you as a person? You know, who you are as a person is going to just radiate. And if you have a good personality and things, people may just gravitate to you. They may just might come up to you and ask you, you know, well, what is it that you do? And so many times as a home-based business owner, when you're starting out, it's so new, you feel so isolated. Nobody's really doing what you're doing. And many people don't understand how it all works. Still to this day, it's not like something that's like honored and respected. And it's amazing because it's been going on since for over 50 years, but it still has not got its just dues. However, in building, when you make a decision to do it, it's going to take everything that you have inside of you to stay focused, to stay committed to the vision that you have for your life and your family's life. Because what you do every day is going to impact your future days. So we like to say, pick your heart. It's hard to be broke, it's hard to get rich. There's the poor, middle class, and the wealthy. All three different groups have a different mindset when it comes to money. What group are you in, and what mindset are you operating from? Are you operating from the mindset that I have to go to this job, or work this job, earn this money so I could pay my bills? Or maybe you have the mindset that I'm doing pretty okay. I can meet all my bills on time every month. And I use credit cards and things to splurge out a little bit to get some extra things that I want. But life is okay. I'm okay. I don't need anything. My money's circulating, right? Or are you thinking like a wealthy person that thinks like, okay, well, where can I put this money to work at? Where can I put this money to create more cash flow to come through? Because the thing is to keep the cash flow going. Yes, I know what we started out with. You have to be willing to take some losses along the ways of earning gains. You cannot be emotionally tied to your wealth. Know that whatever your talents and skills are, that's within you, they're going to shine through, and people will see who you are, and they will resonate with you. And if what you're selling fits their life, they'll choose you. You know, and most people will say, I'm not a salesperson. Guess what? None of us are, but we sell ourselves every day. We sell ourselves when we go on that job interview. We sell ourselves when we're looking for a promotion within the company. We sell ourselves when we are, you know, trying to just be the good employee, get the employee of the month if they still have that. All those things, but you have a certain pride, a certain mark that makes it just about you. Make you you. Nobody else can be you. To the point that where people will say, "Oh no, this is definitely." They know who you are, and they're willing to wait for you to come because they know that once they get with you, whatever you guys do together is going to be a wonderful experience. So it's a big part of knowing who you are, understanding what it is that you want out of life, understanding your vision and mission and goals that you're setting out for the life, because this is your life. How do you want to live this life out? The first half of my life was being a mom, a job that's not very rewarding, very few sick days, but it's the best job ever, and the rewards come after the work. Is put in because you get out of it what you put in them. And I see it time and time again. I've been blessed to not be a mother, but to be a mom. I say my mom because I don't feel as though that at the status of a grandmother. My grandmothers were powerful women. They were self-sufficient. They uh, were business women. They knew how to handle their handle and get things done. So I think that I'm still growing into that portion of my life, but I'm grateful for the life that I have right now as I am moving on into the next phase. And now this phase is where I really get to think about me. Not so much about doing the children and all those things. So with the financial education information, I have been able to really kind of get a full asset assessment, not asset assessment of where I really truly am, where it is that I'm going. I know what it means to say go all the way broke. Where they say go home, go what is it? Go hard or go home. So I guess I'm going hard because I'm not going home because I'm already home. I'm working from there. So it can't get no better than that. But God is so good. All I can say is God is so good. Um, he's working in moments where you don't know that he's working. You may wake up feeling some kind of way or linked to some type of situation and or circumstances and still carrying that heavy weight with you into a new day that God has given you. It doesn't mean that that weight isn't heavy. It means that you don't have to carry it every day. It means that you have a choice to decide how your life is going to be. It's important to protect yourself, protect your energy, protect what goes into your mind, protect what goes into your body, as well as your spirit. You want to be mindful of who you are putting yourself around because it's going to make a difference in the outcome of all of your days. Positivity is an option, but for me, it's mandatory. Years ago, being a single mom, going through all the hardships and challenges of raising children alone, going through homelessness, going through divorce, and getting remarried and divorced again. Life has a way of showing you how resilient you are, and how what it is that you think you're lacking, you're really not. You have everything within you to do what you need to do, and it gets done. Whether it's you by yourself or you and a partner, it's going to get done. How it's going to get done is the key. Is it done collaboratively? Is there open communication? Are we allowed to be human? Are we allowed to express how we feel in the moment and be able to move beyond that to work on, have those hard conversations, work out the problems, come up with the solutions, and move in the directions of the solution? That's the key part. Always moving yourself into a solution. So as a single mom and now a business owner, having been in the workforce for so many years, serving and loving what I do as a human service worker or public worker. I don't know what they call us. I don't know what the title is. But I just know that we work with people. We work with a lot of different people from all different walks of life, uh, all different income brackets. And it's just interesting to see that we're really not all that different. We're all want the same thing. We want a better quality of life. We want better neighborhoods to raise our children and better schools. We want equal opportunity for when it comes to employment. And we want to be paid what we're worth, right? It shouldn't be a difference in the factor of whether or not we are a male or a female. And that's one thing I also love about the home-based business opportunity. Everybody gets the same thing because you're working for it. You know, if you earn it, you get out there and you grind for it, you earn it, it's yours. You know, nobody can take that away from you. And you're going to definitely get paid what you are worth because you've earned it and you did the work and you put it out there and it's all you. So as you do that, and you continue and you grow as an individual and as a business owner, learning everything off multifacets of the business, taking care of the back end, taking care of the front end, everything in the middle, and all things in between, and still living the life that you want to live without the stress, without the anxiety, without the toxicities. Sometimes we have to look within to make sure that we're not the host of all of that, because sometimes we can feed our own nightmares. And I'm asking you today, don't feed your own nightmare. I used to do that. That's the they, them, nobodies. You know, do these people really exist? Who are they? Who is them? And who's the nobodies? You can never identify these people, right? You just got it all in your head. It's the noise in your head telling you that you don't deserve this. There's no way that you could possibly accomplish this goal that you're setting out to do. It's way out of your league. But you take every step and you say, yes, I am. I can do this. I am because God says I am. I am capable to create anything that I'm willing to put my time, energy, and efforts into. And I know that it will be good, especially if it's blessed by the Creator. So as we're moving forward in this series, and we're coming up on the last week of May. Next Wednesday is going to be our last Wednesday together in May, right? So that we're going to be talking about this launching your home-based business series. So we're going to talk a little bit more about how to get into lead generations, how to market your business, what's best, organic reach, paid reach. They both work. I tested and proven and tested out both of them. They both work. It's just how you see you growing your business. And if you're bootstrapping, you're starting your business from what you have, starting from where you are with what you have, bootstrapping your business. There's a unique system and rhythm that you have to acquire in order to do it. And it can be done. We know the statistics say that most businesses fail within the first 5 years. So if you are a business owner and you're still in business and you're still going, congratulations to you for not giving up, because you're going to achieve your goals. You know that the instant gratification right now is unnecessary, because the gratification that you will feel later on is going to be so much more better. However, it's the fulfillment that you feel in your heart every day, knowing that you have done your best. When you go to bed at night, you can put your head down knowing that you have done your best to prepare for your future. And it's a good feeling, Because after everything that I've been through, I just feel like, I think people are telling me some not truths about this life thing here. It's about the whole learning and unlearning and then relearning. Yeah, yeah. All I can say, it's been a blast. It's been a wonderful um, journey. And I always invite you to come along and join me. Um, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, then I understand. You are in if you are looking to become better financially, and your whether it's raising your credit score, rebuilding your credit, maybe you want to work on some saving goals that you might have for yourself, maybe you want to put your will and trust together. I don't know what it is, but that you need for you. um, but if you're one that is really big on life improvement, trying to improve your life, trying to put yourself and your family in a better position, should God forbid something happen to you, then let's talk, because I'm all with it. I know what it is to be a single mom, having to raise these kids, not knowing, always not having a resource, knowing what it is to come up at ground zero and having to make something out of nothing. That's all God. I give it all up to God, because it's the only way you make something out of nothing. He's the only one that can do it. Um, whether you believe or not believe, I'm sure it's something in your life that has taken place where you probably sit back saying, "Wow, thanks." You don't know where it came from. But you're just thinking. You're thinking the higher power that you believe in. So, as we are wrapping up on our hour, because we only get an hour together, right? I hope I gave you guys some good information, different ways that you can kind of start your home-based business, because there's so many, too many for us to go through in like a matter of just an hour every Wednesday. Feel free to reach out and schedule your appointment with me through the calendar links. And this time I promise I'm going to put them into the comment section um, after this uh, after this session with you, so that you can schedule your appointment, answer the questions. It's going to make it easier for us to kind of get through and narrow it down as to whether you're going to be a customer or you want to take advantage of both. Be the customer as well as take advantage of the opportunity, especially while we have the trial run period going on right now. It's a good time. School's about to let out, so we're about to be in summer vacation mode. So, excuse me. So it's a good time to test run a home-based business to see if you really have the skills. So if you want to learn more about the trial run, just connect with me. I'm always going to be offering you an opportunity to come and join me, to come and listen to the overview information for services and or business opportunities. I'm always going to invite you to the different conferences that are coming up, because it's something about getting in the room and hearing the testimonies of others and seeing how it's making a difference in other people's lives. Some of us have really gone through some really life altering, changing things, and we're still here and we're being successful at it. We're doing it, and we're not just changing our own lives, we're reaching back to offer our hand up to pull the next man up so that you too can experience what it means to have true personal freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom. But it's a decision, it's a choice. It's not for everybody. It's for those that want it. It's for those that are really looking at their life plan and saying, okay, I'm going to narrow this thing out because I know I'm not getting out of here alive. So I want to live the best out of this dash. How can I set myself up to live the best life that I want to live? When then where working a job is optional as well, because you have created a resource of cash flow that will allow you to go to work for someone else or just to continue staying working for yourself. So it's up to you to decide. You can't get around marketing. You can't get around advertising. You, you have to let somebody know you're in business. That's how businesses flourish. Even the most famous brands that you don't may not see an advertisement for, believe me, they have a network of individuals to relay the information that they need to get out, to let them know when something new is about to hit the market, or their next $1 billion deal. So just want to pay attention to what kind of circles you're in. What is the conversation that's going on? Are they talking about how they can grow money and increase their cash flow? Or are they complaining about the fact that they got to come to this job and they don't like it, but they don't have no resolution as to how to make it better? I don't know. Choose your conversations, right? Choose your people wisely. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for the honor of being able to come to you this month of May as we celebrate Mother's Day and honor all the mothers for all that we bring to the world. Because listen, they would they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. But it takes two, right? We wouldn't be parents, we wouldn't be mothers without the fathers. So let's get ready to embrace the 365 and celebrate our fathers for the wonderful job that they do. They do it willingly without wanting any kudos. I know my dad did. He didn't like Father's Day and all that stuff. He didn't get the whole celebration part. He was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. So it made it even more fun to make a fuss over him. So if you have a father like mine that thinks that this holiday coming up for Father's Day in June 17th or June 19th, I'll correct the date, but June is coming up. Celebrate your dad, especially if you still got him in your life. Um, they're a great asset to have if you're blessed to have one. And should you not have one, may God bless you with good uncles, cousins, brothers that can provide that same support and guidance to you along the way. It's just an amazing life. But as we wrap up May, we got 1 week left, ladies and gentlemen, and we are officially 60 days in after next week of the second quarter of 2024. So we are like maybe 8 months, less than 8 months into the year left before we turn into 2025. So just know every little step that you take every day is going to improve your life for the next tomorrow. So how are you utilizing that 24 hours? What mindset are you thinking from? What is the life perspective that you have? Do you have a vision and or dream for your life? Where do you see yourself 5, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? What is it going to look like? Who's going to be a part of it? How is the cash flow going to be going at that time? So if you're ready to start a new journey, because it's a new journey every day that we're blessed to wake up, come on aboard. Welcome to the community. And we're here to help one another grow in every area of our lives, and just push each other and encourage each other to keep going, because your vision, your life, it was created with a purpose, and only you can fulfill that purpose. So we're waiting. Have a wonderful, blessed, amazing day. Go out here and be awesome. Enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 10. That's what we do, right? 10 a.m. And we'll have our daily talk. So, how to win and win in life, win in business, and know what you do. Have a wonderful, blessed, amazing week, everybody. And remember, you are a winner from the time that you were conceived in your mother's womb, and you're born with all that you need to make your life a success. So go out here and make it amazing, ladies and gentlemen. You only get one. Enjoy your day, and happy Father's Day early to all the fathers. Take care now. Bye-bye.